the time of pandemic, जब बहुत से बिजनेसेस बंद होने के कगार पे आ गए, काफी लोग अपनी नौकरी से हाथ धो बैठे और लाखों लोग गरीबी और भुखमरी से जूझ रहे हैं। हमारे हॉर्सेस आए हैं एक उम्मीद की किरण बनकर उन सब के लिए जो सब कुछ हारने के बाद भी हिम्मत नहीं हारे हैं और जज्बा रखते हैं एक बार फिर उठकर आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनकर नए सिरे से शुरुआत करने की। Our horses will help them to get huge funding so that वो अपने अमेजिंग आइडिया से अपने बिजनेस और भारत की इकोनॉमी को दोबारा खड़ा कर सकें। We are welcoming you to witness the unforgettable journey of Horses Stable.
Hi, I'm John Livingston, founder of Indian Institute of Drones, and I've come for the first time to pitch at Horses Stable. I'm very excited to pitch here, and I'm very positive that I'm going to close around here. Thank you.
The best way to predict your future is to create it. Presenting to you one of its kind and India's first institute that will enhance the future of the youth with unprecedented standards.
We need a lot of drone pilots across the country and across the world because drones are transforming the entire world. They are the new dimension of the aviation industry.
Indian Institute of Drones provides the nation's highest quality drone training with a simple yet comprehensive model with a mission to produce the most competent drone pilots.
We started IID 3.5 years back, knowing the fact that a lot of drone operators have been crashing their drones in the first attempt itself. And that was the primary reason why we started the Indian Institute of Drones. We at IID have been expanding rapidly in the last 3 years after training more than 2,000 drone pilots.
Indian Institute of Drones is a training wing of Jonet Technologies and was founded by Lieutenant John Livingstone, who worked with the Indian Navy as a UAV external pilot before venturing into the business world with more than a decade's experience in drone systems. The institute, whose branches are in Noida, Chennai and Podili, intends to offer the required skill set that tick the DGCA boxes as well as delivers courses that are insightful, fun and above all extend the superior safety and security that the Indian aviation industry admires. It takes pride in its highly trained staff, who not only have humongous amount of flying time, but are primarily from the defense background, with certifications from the Ministry of Defense. IIT offers a variety of courses with a mission to revolutionize the future of drone industry. The training at the institute will be carried out by highly qualified instructors having more than 1500 hours of combined flying experience, giving the learners an in-depth knowledge in unmanned flying and in unmanned systems technologies as per the DGCA CAR. With such immense potential, the future of drones looks highly promising. Enthused with an enthralling vision and a gush of aspirations. Indian Institute of Drones, soaring high in the sky.
Good evening, gentlemen. I should say good evening, horses. I don't have to give much introduction about myself. The video has already given, and we already have some interactions with few of the horses here. Nevertheless, I am officially Lieutenant Commander John Livingston. You can call me John. Let me tell you an incident that has happened before we go through this thing. In 2016, December, we were doing some drone trials for a client who asked to deliver a drone. And that was for the DRDO project. And one of our pilots was doing a test flight. And in front of me, the drone that was costing 16 lakhs started burning. And the drone came down, and I lost 16 lakhs. So that was the loss I had because my pilots were not trained enough. And that's when we realized the problem is not selling such expensive drones to any client. The problem is we have to train people and make them skilled enough to actually fly those drones. It's a risky business for everybody. That the biggest apprehension not to buy a drone is because they feel if it's an expensive drone and something goes wrong, I'm going to lose the entire drone. So that was the apprehension we identified, and we started troubling. So the problem is if you are an untrained drone pilot, you will end up crashing your expensive drone, which I actually experienced. So our primary business is training, and only training. We are going offline training and online training. And we have different other activities happening. We have something like NPNT module. This is a proprietary software and hardware which is unhackable, and it's not because we have made it unhackable. It's a mandatory requirement by DGCA to make your NPNT module unhackable. So now this is a mandatory module which has to be on every drone after 2019 December. So a lot of drones right now are flying illegally. The drone which you saw, the Mavic, the small one, which is being used by the production guys, is supposed to have this module. Without this, DGCA is not allowing anybody to fly drones. So we have created this module, and it is absolutely our proprietary. We've been selling this in the last 6 months, and it is going especially for our students and those who are interested in this thing. But our model, again, goes back to training. We don't focus on these modules because it's a mandatory thing. That's why we invented, or rather we created this thing. So we have this drone, which is also made for filming. And before telling you about this thing, let me tell about something that has happened with one of our clients. Last year, August, Assam Rifles is, I'm sure you know Assam Rifles, is the paramilitary force which is in the eastern border. They wanted a drone because they were already using our competitor's drone, and that was about 25 lakhs. They said, John, that's very expensive. You being the forces guy, you understand what is the requirement and how these things happen. So we need a military-grade drone, and it's expensive, what we already have. So can you do something which is cheap and sturdy? And I said, all right, I'll give you a drone that will fly 15 kilometers and crash-proof.
And you sell these drones?
Yeah, to sell the drones. So we pump in into R&D.
So how much of your revenue comes from classes, and how much of your revenue comes from drone selling? Percentage breakup?
70% from training, 30% from drones. We sold only 50 drones in the last 3.5 years. We've trained 2,200 pilots in the last 3.5 years.
What has been the challenge in selling drones?
Selling drones will crash. So you need to make a drone and the pilots who are well trained, and the drone which is well equipped with quality components in it to not crash.
Because the 50 drones you've sold, I would assume a majority of that is to your own students.
50% own students. We sold drones in Indonesia. We sold drones to defense a little bit. And a lot of Indian companies have bought. Individuals also have bought.
What you need is not just marketing and not just, let's say, reach which will get you. You need a little bit of swag, which means it's very cool to be a pilot. It's very, very cool to have a flying license. You haven't touched that market, but we can blow that market out for you. why I asked you if you have an amateur thing or not, there are a lot of kids, young kids in India, who will just pay you 10,000 bucks कि भाई मेरे को license दे दो, I want to put it on my social media. You understand? That now I've got this license. And we know how to reach out to those kids, those rich spoiled kids too. We've done that.
I can get this cash
I've been there, done that. So I'm going to give you this offer. 50 lakhs, but I want 25%, and all of this where you need where you needed the money for the first year is taken care by me.
Which means you will give 50 lakhs plus what I'm looking at the infrastructure expansion.
Infrastructure you don't need, na? If you're getting,
I'm adding the app also in that.
App is what? App is nothing.
App requires, I say maybe about 10 lakhs is
we'll make it free, whatever it costs.
Alish, are you thinking of something? See, I like his business. I like the founder, his hustle. I am keen in the offline business, right? I need an expert coming in with me in the offline business, but I see the meat valuation jump coming in with his production, right? I want him to continue focusing on that.
Okay.
That is the only way you will be able to get a valuation bump for someone coming in today's day, because you can take this from 10 centers to 100 centers. It will just be a slow cash cow for you. I will come in with someone comes in with me as a horse, but valuation, absolutely, I was finding it hard to justify where you were coming in with a 12 CR, right? 12 CR valuation.
15 CR, it will touch.
2 million, 15
CR valuation. So I found it slightly, you were not being able to justify how you were coming at 15 CR. What I would throw it to you is, can you justify the 15 CR? How is it that you came to that number? And then let the horses decide after that.
Yeah, we can go back to the slide. This will tell that.
Don't go your numbers or your chart, because these numbers are slightly different from your market size, and those numbers, they're not adding up. So walk me through it rather than just show
these
me.
numbers are to target my $2 million, that is 15 CR, after 3 years. These are the numbers. We would like to train in the next year 1,000 pilots, then 1,800, 3,000 and touch 5,000 pilots. That is the reason why we want to scale up. Because in the last 3 years, what we are seeing is 400, 500, 700. It is slow because I've got a team which is, I should say, working really hard. Now, our focus is going on survival. We should not focus on survival of the business. We want to focus on expansion of the business.
What is the validity of an IID certified employee? Where does that get him a job?
Job. All right. I have right now the guy whom you saw, the other guy who looks like my clone, he's our student. So he's doing a freelance drone flying. So he spent about 25,000 rupees, and now he earns about 70,000 rupees every month. That's how. What happens is, like, a lot of shoots happen. Of course, they may not be legal as per DGCA, but the way people are earning money, they are actually getting jobs.
In the interest of time, we are towards the end of the deal. My request is, if you cannot continue the production business because it's a huge competitive share, and like you agreed that 90% of the market share is taken by only one player.
Then, not today.
Today it's about 88-85%. I'm part of the company, so I probably have good enough knowledge about it. But besides that, my only request is, I'm happy to go ahead with Chirag as well as Suraj on the note of whatever deal they conclude, only if you make a partition that the production company would stop production, completely end that angle, pivot completely towards the education side of it.
What he says is, we should go with the production company.
So it's your choice.
Great. So you have options.
You are saying stop the production company.
So you have three of us.
I want to listen to you both too.
Three of us feel, not both, three of us feel that it should be a content company. If they agree to go ahead with this, I am valuation apni kuch nahi bola hai, but I am happy to go ahead with a reasonable valuation. Come down to $1 million, take $1 million, close it. $1 million valuation, and then take this 200K.
So forget the valuation. How much money you want to put?
I have given him
200K hai, 100K mein dal dunga.
Mahavir and Rajesh, just to conclude, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear them.
No, Rajesh is out. Mahavir?
So I like what you do. I mean, I like the training part. We have discussed that earlier. I think I would be willing to, I understand you will have to make some physical pieces for your training. And if sales happen as a byproduct, I'm fine with that. That should not be the focus of the business. I'm okay with customized and those sales happening on the side. That should not be the focus. The growth should be in education and training. And I think what I feel with the current revenues and what we bring on the table, a valuation of about $500,000 is what should be right. Now, whether we collectively put 50 lakhs or whatever we need or whatever cash flow is required, whether it's 60 lakhs or 40 lakhs or whatever, that is what I think. I think your $500,000 valuation at this point and having people like us on board to scale up and have the outreach rather than you going to one city at a time or tying up with the institutes. It is a better thing that if you were to do that, and I'll convince Suraj from 2 crores to $500,000 valuation, and we'll collectively put whether it's 40, 50, 60 lakhs, whatever cash flow that we come up with. I mean, I don't agree to $10,000 because I do understand that's going to be too little. That probably will end up in salaries without much results showing in 2 months. You need to have a runway for 6 to 9 months. So I think whatever is required in that, see, for you also it's better. If we give you 1 crore at $500,000, you lose more of your company.
Yes,
so what we're trying to work for is what you need, what we think you need to grow the training company from 1 to 10 to 15 to 20 cities to train more people at a valuation of $500,000, and we'll give you whatever 40, 50, 60 lakhs, whatever comes your way.
Happy to back him.
You know what? He's absolutely right.
See, I would give Suraj some sweat equity for if he brings something on that. That the other 2 or 3 who invest will decide, and we will be very fair because we will not let him walk away with equity that he doesn't deserve.
So see, both the offers lie on the table. I'm happy to join the offer that he said $500,000, 50 lakhs, only on a monetary way.
But we will, if he provides value after due diligence by all of us, that he does indeed bring that value, we will be happy to consider that as a commission or sweat.
So that separate deal of mine still stands, where I say ki 50 lakhs, 25% stands, where I bring in everything else, where you may not even have to spend the 50 lakhs and you'll get whatever you want. Which ideally is, you need a partner. That's what you should focus.
Can you summarize exactly?
Yes. So what I'll do is I'll summarize in principle and summarize in quantitative. In principle, what is happening is that you thought you were getting horses who were investors, but they have liked you more than that. So in addition to investing, they also want to partner with you and help you more than that.
Right.
As a consequence of that, the partnership has started right now, where they are advising you don't need so much money. So don't give away, don't take too much, take less, probably in the vicinity of 50 lakhs. This can go up to 60, 70
but
also.
We'll give you more if needed.
Yeah, so something like that, and
John,
currently it seems like that.
His percentage of sweat will be milestone basis.
John, I'll make you an offer.
Right.
I'm not keeping a restriction on your production or your online courses.
That's interesting.
I will give you the same quantum of 50 lakh. At this $500,000 valuation, they are coming. No loose ends. You are allowed to run your business however you want. But I would like Chirag, if you are in, for the operational expertise.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, I'm just adding to that. We are also saying, we are not saying that you stop your production business. You do it. We don't want part of it.
No, we will be.
If you agree to that.
We feel the scalability comes through training, which we have had a conversation already.
Yes.
The valuation in the future and the gross profit, net profit, everything is far more in that. And the fact that China is in today or China is out tomorrow is a very, very competitive field. I would continue to do that. Your classes in R&D can happen. If a breakthrough happens on R&D, if we get a bulk contract, we'd be okay with that. But your time and energy and train the trainer and your core 2 people after you should be focused on, not on sales of product.
On training.
On training.
I am very clear because you have 4 people team, and to conclude the deal, if you are doing production, I am out.
Production will happen.
Mahavir, who's part of your Mahavir, who's part of your investment?
Are you teaming up?
Suraj and me.
Yeah,
we both are teaming up.
Yeah.
All right.
So there are 3 offers.
You can do your production.
50 lakhs,
fine.
$500,000.
Mahavir said you can do it.
50 lakhs, $500,000, do what you want, give him some extra royal sweat.
Focus is on training, John.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm trying to, I'm not stopping you from doing that. Because we feel the valuation and scale will come with training, not with manufacturing drones. We don't want you to become a manufacturer.
I'm restricting you from manufacturing. I can do 50 lakhs. but only education.
See, the one thing that you did very right, and that's why maybe we like you even more, is that you clearly said that I'm putting in 20% of my money in production, and that's my call now. Maybe we can change that. So how much money goes into production, we can decide that.
We can still discuss.
Yes,
that.
so
I have that freedom to still discuss.
Yes, do it. But we believe that there's a lot more money coming in from education, and we want to promote that also with you. As simple as that. So it's fine.
So John, we are getting late.
Yeah, I know. We're getting late.
All the offers are numerically the same. 50 lakhs for $500,000. You focus on education. You
so when you say 50
cut
lakhs,
down production, and you do what you want, but they will bring in extra emphasis on the education.
My mind is going towards this side first. So I would like to conclude in a way. First, when you say 50 lakhs, $500,000, can you elaborate? I want to.
You will give them approximately 14 to 15% of the company in exchange of 50 lakhs. It might be little here and there, that is 50 can become 60, etc. And they want you to focus on education.
So both coming at 14%.
Total
yeah.
14, yeah.
7 or whatever you decide. At 14%, 50 lakhs.
Yeah, correct.
Deal.
Very good.
That's the way, man. You got to say yes in one go. Congratulations. Well done.
You are going to get stuck when you won't be able to make your drones.
Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
John, good choice. Very well done. Congratulations.
Guys, 20% discount to the horses for courses on
If you need my
all right, let's party later.
Absolutely.
I just finished my pitching and it was one of the most exciting times of my entire fundraising. And the good news is I've closed the deal and I'm very happy about what has happened. Thank you very much, Horses Stable and R Ventures.
Want maximum savings and control over your company's travel spends? Presenting Yatra for Business, an online platform for all your company's travel needs. From valuable savings through low convenience fee and corporate fares to more control with employee booking requests and admin approvals. Yatra for Business, the most cost-efficient way to book your travel.
So this is a story of a typical common child from a small town in a state of Rajasthan. So the story starts from there. That's the background. When during the childhood we all wanted to become first Sachin Tendulkar in 90s early, and then thought of becoming Shah Rukh Khan, and somewhere down the line another year later thought of becoming a Kumar Sanu. By the time we graduated, it was a typical Hindi medium background where we used to call it as Snatak degree in Bhautik Shastra, Rasayan Shastra and Ganit Shastra, and from there when I moved to a different corporate world to do my post-graduation in management, I realized the world and the opportunity that exists for me. And since then 20 years in corporate life, and it was 2017-18 when I started working on a product that I wanted to launch and create a big impact on both India and Bharat, and that's where the OVO was born. So it's a story that we are beginning to make India's largest water tech company. The problem that we are trying to address here is much larger, and we are trying to pick up a small subset of this problem. The problem is obviously the universal problem of water. The sources are drying up. The part of the problem is that the safe drinking water availability is a huge issue as far as India is concerned. And if we look at even if there are sources through which this water can be made available, the seamless delivery at doorstep is the biggest concern in India today. And we are going to address the same through our solution. Obviously, no technology-based solution, no subscription-based service provider. 90% of the offices in India today rely only on this source of water that would come through OVO, and no other reliable organized player for direct home deliveries. So TAM is approximately 1.7 lakhs crore, 24 billion. The serviceable market is approximately 10 billion, which is 72,000 crore, and what we are trying to address is billion market, which is 7,500 crores, and that's what is our target to reach out to. Typically talking about within the NCR, if you look at, there are 12 crore jars that are sold every year within NCR region, which is Gurgaon, Delhi, Noida and Ghaziabad. And what we are targeting in next year is 17 lakhs jar, out of which, so a percentage of market share would be 2 less, but that would be our beginning of counting 1% and half going from there. And next year we plan to target 4.2% market share only of NCR region by the time we launch other cities. So team comprises of me, Ajay Changani, co-founder and CEO. I have spent 20 plus years in industry doing a lot of good things, and a lot of failures I have encountered. So I call myself as a successfully failed CEO with a lot of good things that I have done, which have been recorded in media. And one award that I got in 2017 from PwC as Asia's Emerging Leaders. What we are asking is horses. And that's where we are expecting that when we ourselves are, some of us are horses, and if we get few more horses, I'm sure we would be able to create such a magical story that India would remember for a long time, because this is going to be truly Indian entity for India by the Indians. Why to invest in OVO is obviously the team, technology and transparency that we bring on the table, and a unique business model that gets us to both B2B and B2C, and everybody becomes eventually a customer because everybody consumes water. Attractive, unique economics, a subscription-based model, and that's where we are unique. So a model like Milk Basket, where you have to every day serve 50 rupees worth goods, and a Big Basket where you have to wait for an order once in a month to get it.
Yeah, hi. Ajay.
If you don't mind, are you carrying those term sheets with you?
Yes.
So while they ask you questions, I'll just go through that and see if I find
not?
something interesting to share with you.
So Ajay, whilst you're doing that, and you called us horses, thank you, but I don't want to become a camel because you're from Rajasthan. Tell me something, who are you? What's your company? Is it a logistics company? Is it a warehousing company? Or is it a tech company? I'm confused.
It is a tech company currently doing certain set of activities at our own, and the moment we roll out to all the cities that we want to roll out to smaller towns, the only thing that we bring to our partners would be technology. So we are technology company, we would remain technology company.
So who's storing the water and...
Currently in our operation in Gurgaon, we have a warehouse where we store it from the brands that we procure.
So then you are a warehousing company as well, right?
We also have warehouses currently, yes.
So how many warehouses do you plan to have?
In Gurgaon, we would have 3.
No, I'm not on Gurgaon. You want to become Bharat, right?
Yeah, but
so how many warehouses?
So we would have direct operation in approximately 10 to 12 cities. So each cities we would have approximately 3 warehouses, and every other city would be a franchise model. The local existing vendors would be converted into our franchisee in certain pockets, and they would become our partners.
Ajay, give me an understanding of your consumer, by which I mean to say that what's your current user base? What's the average ticket size of all the user bases?
Yeah, so approximately 1200 plus customers who are subscribers with us right now.
What is your business model? Is it a marketplace or a marketplace plus hyperlocal kind of a business model?
No, there's no hyperlooking because...
Okay, it's just a marketplace. So you want me to leave my current preferred vendor and come to your platform and buy it from you?
But Ajay, so I consume Bisleri bottles on a weekly basis. I have a shopkeeper who's right outside my house who comes and delivers it to my house. And that's been a relationship which has been on for the last 6 years now. I mean, so honestly, I've never even asked him what is the real rate of Bisleri, because I know like my office sources it at 60 rupees a can. I pay 85 rupees a can. I don't even really know what's the real MRP to it because there's no MRP written on these cans. What is your value proposition for me to shift? Because for me, the convenience matters. On 20 liters, when I'm paying 80 or 85 or 90, it's really very fractional, right? So what is the convenience that you give me, and is there a pricing arbitrage there?
Yeah, so there are 5 key factors that impacts you everyday basis. One is the reliability and trust and all hassle that you come out of it. You don't have to call, you don't have to worry. Even if this guy is out, even if he has shut down the shop, even if there is a lockdown which does not allow him to operate, we would definitely serve you.
This
so that's one.
COVID is not a permanent thing.
The second, okay, so
I think all startups really need to mature and say, you know, if you're looking at a 5-year horizon, there's no COVID.
Yeah. So second proposition is the money. We would eventually come to you at a lesser price than the 80 rupees that you are being charged.
What is your price?
Local. Our prices would be anything between 60 to 75 rupees. When it comes to corporates, it is 60 rupees. When it comes to individual customer, it is 70 rupees. And there's no delivery charges, all included.
On that, you make 35% after
we
those
still
prices.
make 35% on that.
It answered the previous question of what's your average order size. And you projected that your projected revenue is that of a 1.2 crores, correct? So what's your existing revenue at this point in time?
Around 34.
And while you are saying that I should compare you to your projected standards, why do I compare the current standards of that person who is just right next to my house? And why do I compare you to the projected standards?
Both the things. So one is currently we are at around 35-36 lakhs of revenue. 12 months in this month, and next month another 4-5 lakhs being added. So by March we would be on average revenue of 40 to 45 lakhs rupees.
What's your user acquisition
sorry,
cost?
I'm correcting you here. This is your GMV. It's not your revenue.
Yeah, the net revenue is 34% on that.
And then there is multiple operational expenses. There's a customer acquisition cost.
But your margin is not 34%.
At this point, what are you making?
The gross margin. So
what is your PAT? Let me ask you in that way. What's your PAT?
Currently,
it's
we are
wrong to ask PAT. It's wrong to ask PAT for a startup. Let's say,
let's call it EBITDA for the sake of it.
Let's call it EBITDA. This is, so if we do this, we have a loss of approximately 9% in the financial year.
Unit level पे margin बताओ.
Unit 75 rupees की bottle का.
75 rupees में we incur 10 rupees of our warehousing and delivery cost. Okay. And then we save around 20 to 22 rupees on net each. Apart from this, there is a cost of corporate overheads that also get adjusted over a period.
So
EBITDA is 5%.
Yeah, my concern
9% would be
5%. We estimate your EBITDA to be 5%. And that also at scale is burning cash at the moment.
Ajay, and you spoke about the pay-as-you-go model, right? The machine is going to be installed and I can consume, basically I can take water credits. If I'm consuming 200 liters, I'm going to pay only for those 200 liters. But I see that system already happening in Bangalore.
Yeah, there are two entities which are doing it. But
that is
to add to that, like, I'm looking at the water filters for my new apartment. And I looked at Flipkart. I mean, all of those water filters which are like RO plus UV plus, I don't know, 100 other things. 15,000 rupee devices are available for 7. If I buy a 7,000 rupee device and I'm using it for 2-3 years, I don't need a subscription model.
See, I also
interest-free EMI for 12 months.
No, but I also looked at
all
your
these
pitch
ROs have been already banned by Supreme Court in NCR region because they waste 75% of the water. When they do the processing, they waste 70+% of the water. So they have already been banned in NCR region on 31st March. And eventually they have been told, all the manufacturers, that okay, you have 6 months more time. If you come up with a unique solution, then you can sell it in NCR. Otherwise, you can't sell it.
I would say also another thing. If you had added in your pitch that we're going to be launching our own brand of bottled water, which is not a big deal today. It doesn't take much money to do that. And you have, let's say, cleaner water. It comes from a source which is cleaner and you're bottling it, which is called OVO also. And slowly and steadily, you'll shift your customer base and say, buy OVO, it's better. It's cleaner and it's better value. And there you're earning 80% margin. At least we're going somewhere. We're heading somewhere. But this is your market, an e-commerce site of the thing. So the valuation makes
And to
no
create
sense.
that kind of a model, you will need to allow to be a part of a marketplace plus an hyper-local structure. You cannot say, I will control the sourcing as well, I'll create the brand of my own. For you to do that, you will need to be Bisleri. Besides the name in your company, there's nothing else that I like about the whole model, to be very honest.
So the thing is, for 1 minute, we'll forget his valuation. Because Ajay seems like a reasonable person. He will talk about better numbers. But are you going to buy that his water is better than other people's water because of the heat protection, reliability, ease of order, or is water?
I'm not going to buy into it.
No.
I don't think there's any control on the total supply chain.
So these are nice things to talk about.
These are aspirational
Very
things,
difficult to execute.
So I'll just ask one very simple question. Is there all other things being equal, is there any valuation at which you would invest? Leave alone whether Ajay will agree with it.
I'm out.
You would not invest at any valuation?
No.
I think he needs to go through an RO system to get himself changed and his methodology and business model changed totally.
Right.
His business model is
I would invest on a team. It's not whether what he's saying is right or what Suraj is saying is right is not the issue.
Right.
Anything might work. Whether it's hyper-local, whether it's your own brand, whatever. He is right now thinking of as a trader. He is not thinking as an entrepreneur. He's not innovating enough. He's not disrupting enough. He doesn't have that in the plan at all. Just using words like blockchain, AI, ML don't work.
They certainly don't work with this audience. They've heard them too many times.
Get realistic.
Get realistic.
Change your model.
Totally. And Ajay, you said one thing that there's a lot of action happening in the startup world, and I think that's clouded your judgment, to value yourself at whatever you're valuing yourself. I don't see that. But I think you need to focus inward. Don't look at what's happening outside in the startup ecosystem. start looking at your business and see how you can make more sense out of it. At this point of time, you're not exciting at all for an investment. So I'm sorry, I'm going to be out of it.
Suraj, I have a proposal for you.
Yes.
See, right now he's selling famous brands which he has listed.
Yes.
People buy famous brands, let him reach a certain size with famous brands, and once he has a certain audience, at that point he does what you say, namely says you can still buy the famous brand or you can buy OVO, and he has so many doors, some percentage will take. Would you want to get on board with him at a reasonable number and say, let's play that game?
But he doesn't have that game on board. He hasn't yet. I'll do that for you if you want, and I'll come in as that.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
that is what you will bring in.
I can do that. I can bring in and I can get you bottle, I can get your brand set, I can get the water sourced, everything. I have that in place. But see, if that is the game, then we can always work on that.
But you have got a competitive advantage coming with it.
And putting money.
Then I'm not going to be putting money. Yeah.
We did some homework on this. There are thousands of plants, bottling plants that are available to be used as a capacity. We worked out it and then we stopped it for a moment that this is not the right time to launch our own brand. It is time to focus on acquiring customers, at least few thousands customers.
I agree.
Then,
but did you not say 10 minutes ago that you will remain as a technology company?
It has to be part of the plan.
Please, did you not say 10 minutes ago that you will remain as a technology company?
As of now.
And now you're saying that 2 months back or 3 months back, whatever time period you have evaluated
something. When we go to the 600 cities, that is aspirational of course, we give only technology to the...
Say what is existing. And technology company sounds exciting. But not necessarily technology company alone has to make money.
Because you can't...
Delivery company.
Yeah,
Big Basket is not a technology company as such.
Good enough. I think
Ajay, what has happened here today is that you have offered a commodity business and a commodity product, and you tried to present it very well, but these people have seen too many people like you. Right? Suraj, actually, I still think can do something with you. I still think a deal can be made.
Build on it in the future. Definitely, that's your model. If you come back and say, okay, now I have 50,000 paying customers, let's shift them to we'll see how to shift them and get our own brand. Definitely, anytime in the future.
However, that is not the deal available today. Yes. It cannot happen. So, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Horses. Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations on the term sheet.
Thank you.
You should take that money.
Yes, it's
decent. And like literally right now. Swayed by suggestions that come from people. Stay firm on what you are doing.
Right. Yeah. Take the money,
Suraj
build it.
Bola to Suraj, Chanda ne bola to Chanda.
Yes. So a concluding statement, if I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I promise you to come back.
Yes.
Good. Well
done.
Good.
Bring you on board.
Very good. Thank you.
That is the Rajasthani attitude.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. We are Ekam Farms. You have your favorite tea cafe. You have your favorite restaurant. You have your favorite payment channel. But do you have your favorite farms from where you buy vegetables? Is it? It's difficult to think one. But why? Let's take a closer.
On a normal day, a person buys vegetables from local hawkers and mandis. But do they really know that what are they paying for? Where it was grown? What does it contain? And how did it reach him? Let's explore. To increase production in Indian agriculture, highly poisonous chemicals are being used which were once used by Hitler for killing millions of people. Medicines and hormones are being injected in vegetables to ripen them early. Vegetables are sometimes washed with synthetic colors and gutter water. Farmers don't grow their food using chemicals, but ours.
और अपने लिए जो आप उगाते हो उसमें आप गोबर डालते हो, बाकी सब में क्या-क्या डालते हो, कहाँ से क्या-क्या
डालते हैं, डाई डालते हैं, सब लोग सारे किसान यही करते हैं।
अच्छा,
मेनली सारे किसान यही करते हैं।
तो क्यों गोबर युक्त क्यों नहीं कर रहे? अगर गोबर युक्त करने में ज़्यादा मेहनत लगती है।
मेहनत नहीं लगती, उसमें उपज कम होती है और क्या प्रॉफिट चाहिए।
Depending upon the location, we observe huge price differences for our vegetables, and only 1/10 of what we pay reaches our farmers. For example, if you pay 50 rupees for 1 kg of a vegetable, farmer is getting only 5 rupees of it. This is because the vegetables have to go multiple levels of middlemen before reaching our plate, and that also adds to the crop wastage. It is said that India is a food surplus country. Still, millions of people sleep hungry every day. It is said that yatha ann tatha man, which means what we eat is reflected in our health, mind and intellect. Therefore, introducing Ekam Farms, we practice Zeharmukh Kheti and we aim to deliver value for the price of our customers. How do we practice our agriculture? Well, we value our farmers, so they value our health. We give them assurance of purchase before sowing, so they happily adopt chemical-free practices such as गोबर युक्त खेती.
ये हम खेत में आप देख सकते हैं, गोबर गिर रहा है.
And using underground water for irrigation. How are we able to remove toxins from our customers' diet? The answer to this is because we use naturally prepared liquids such as Jivamrit, Neemark, Belar, which are totally made by our team and farmers and are suggested in Ayurveda. How do we manage to maintain our quality? Well, this is because our farms are situated in Hapur, which is only 50 kilometers away from the metropolitan city of Delhi. So we deliver the crops to our customers to their doorsteps on the same day that they are harvested. And on the top of that, we offer complete transparency to our customers where they can track the entire crop history, including sowing date, methods of irrigation, date of harvest, and much more. We are able to deliver quality at budget-friendly prices because our pricing is entirely based on production cost and there is no crop wastage. Our customers never face unfair price hikes that they usually face when they buy from local hawkers or mandis. But no matter what we say, our brand is entirely based on what our customers have to say about us. So let's have a look.
The first thing I think is the freshness, and the second thing is the trust.
So we already see that there's so many customer pain points. We have bad quality, we have detrimental health impact of these quality reasons, and there's no traceability which the consumer can do. Farmers, again, there's no visibility on the demand and supply. He has to go with almost 7 to 8 middlemen in the entire process. There's a lack of good agriculture practices. These are the doorstep delivery the team did. These are watermelons which we tried during the COVID. Watermelon is the lovely fruit which everyone loves during summers. We tried exotic ones. We trained our farmer to get into this. Yellow watermelon is something which doesn't come to Indian market at all. It comes, but then it is on a 1% group which can have it. We tried that and we circulated that to the societies, and that was a hit. I have a demo for that I can show.
Do you think people really care about the life cycle of the vegetable so long as they trust the brand that it is coming as organic?
Well, sir, in my consumer interviews, there were many consumers who were having alternative brands, and yet they asked, Sanchit, when are you starting again?
But do they see the QR code and the history of the product?
I will say they have not asked directly for QR code, but they have asked me to come, can I visit your farm? So that's a question which is related.
Because you are supplying quality. So once I taste the watermelon is good every time it comes, consistency I'll get from you. Whether it's a thelewala or whether it's you. No one cares about the life cycle, the energy that you're trying to put on an IoT device, monitoring the farm, monitoring the date, everything. Maybe it's not required so long as you can deliver quality vegetables for quality price.
Exactly, sir. So my effort is mostly on the
You agree with what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But the thing is, sir, to acquire the first major chunk of customers, somewhere there is a gap which I'm seeing in the market. When I do the validation, they are asking me, can I come to your farms? Can I see how you are justifying your quality and all that stuff? And obviously, can I see the entire value chain, how you are growing, what practices you are
Not just that, I think not everybody has the bandwidth to visit the farms. So people want to, there's this farm to produce kind of a concept. So people want to track every single process. Even in fact, after COVID, it has become even more. I'm happy to be part of this deal. Anybody else who wants to, but not certainly at the valuation that you spoke about.
I personally feel that this is a model that is not scalable beyond a geography. To scale up from Delhi NCR to Chandigarh to Jaipur to whatever, it needs equal amount of money. So I don't like the model at all, the basis of all, so I'm out of it.
Sanchit, see, for me, by you saying that by year 3 or by year 5, you would be at a 600 crore revenue, I think the numbers have not been well thought of by year 5. Nowhere in the presentation were you guys able to present how is it that you'll reach the 600 CR. And personally, I feel it's a very crowded space. I don't know what is it different you are doing today. I don't know what kind of a value add a QR code brings for a customer. For those reasons, I think I will be out of this deal.
So let me go next. Do you give minimum guarantees to the farmer?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What happens if you're not able to meet?
So there is a filtering criteria for selection of the farmer, and Rupesh can talk about it more.
Yes. We are checking the quality parameters and the soil parameters as well before onboarding the farmers, and then we can give assurity about their produce too.
So what is the minimum guarantee you give?
So minimum guarantee is somewhere like from today my farmer is getting 10% to 20% what they get from the local mandi. One thing. The second thing is continuity.
Okay. We're just bringing strategic alliances for you. We will give you 2 crores in tranches, which is so you have year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, those milestones. We will create similar milestones based upon that presentation. So if you need 20 lakhs now, we'll give you 20 lakhs, we'll give you 30 lakhs, as and when as tranche based. But the term sheet will be for 40% equity, total of 2 crores. We will connect you with distribution center in Gurgaon and also connect you with the learnings of a similar model in a different state in India.
Sir, since you are coming as a partner, right? That means we 3 are equal partners.
No. So no. I'm not an operational partner.
You are not an operational partner. That means even like somewhere we
see.
Think
I am
he means cap table.
No. I will tell you what I'm looking this as a region-specific investment, a regional market leader. I don't expect you guys to perform to me like a rocket science, right?
Okay.
I expect you guys to do a better job where you are currently doing, and my contribution is just going to be that I'm going to make your supply chain a little loose. By which I mean to say that your current cost of distribution, your current cost of sourcing, I will reduce it at least by 20-30% of whatever the current cost is.
So I have a question there. I have a question there. Will your dealer bring me demand statistics from the subscribers? Will they be able
to pay for it? No.
नहीं. जो इनका vendor है grocery वाला, उसका जो आपका format भरने वाला वो तो भर के देगा तभी तो order आएगा.
Listen, my guy is sitting at 60 stores, right? So it will be at this stage of the company, it will be too small, even as a projection for me to, bring anything from him, right? At this point in time, all that I can do is some of the things that you spoke about that sound good to me. तो मैं आपके प्रोडक्ट्स को वहाँ पे इंट्रोडक्शन करा सकता हूँ.
The vendor can give the.
नहीं आप बोलो कि मैं सब्जी खरीदूंगा, क्या ऑफर है?
आप मतलब मुझे पहले आपसे चाहिएगा कि आप कितना सब्जी खरीदोगे?
मैं 10 किलो एक हफ्ते में ये 20 में सब्जी खरीदूंगा.
मैं क्यों खरीदूंगा? एक मिनट. Why do you want me to operationally look into your business?
No, it's not. He's asking. He's giving a different example. Just walk with us for a minute. मैंने आप ये बेचते हो, कितना कमाते हो आप?
नहीं मैं आपको वही समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I'm asking the statistics from you.
मेरा स्टैटिस्टिक ये है कि मैं जो बीच में दुकानदार है इनके पास, वो आदमी आप जो कंज्यूमर से आप बात करते हो, वो कंज्यूमर से बात करेगा. आपकी कॉस्ट ऑफ कंज्यूमर जो आपने 1000 से 2000 बोली वो जीरो हो गई दोबारा. वो बेचेगा तो उसको परसेंटेज मिलेगा, नहीं बेचेगा तो मिलेगा नहीं.
We have a program for that.
वो डीलर्स है बेसिकली.
वो अरे डीलर है, मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, प्लस ये 2 करोड़ दे रहा है, तो that is just added, that is not the core thing.
2 करोड़ रुपया, make it very clear, 2 करोड़ रुपया in tranches based on your performance. आपको quarterly performance meet करो, you get the check. And 2 करोड़ रुपया comes on the tech DD and the financial DD of whatever projections
ठीक है ना. आपको 18 महीने में 3 CR चाहिए, तो I'm sure you guys will achieve milestones. तो ऐसा तो है.
And I'm going to pitch you guys. I'm going to help you guys to take to Omniworld, take you guys to Caspian. बाकी के जितने भी इंडिया में इम्पैक्ट फंड्स है सब लोगों के पास लेके चला जाऊंगा.
वो सेकंड राउंड फंडिंग है. सी वो वैल्यू अलग है. इसको अपने पैसे पे तो निकालने हैं ना.
डन.
इसको सब्जी बेच के पैसे नहीं कमाने हैं. इसको कंपनी बेच के पैसे कमाने हैं.
Sir, can we have it's 40% is not same fares.
I wanted to go for 50%. He requested me to go for 40%. He said it will be too much.
Your call. So basically,
your call. What I would say, either take it or come with a counter offer, which give it to him.
And we know how well counter offers work with Giri.
They don't work.
With Giri.
अभी तो गिरी का डील मास्टर मैं हूँ.
तब तो गए. तब तो he can't count.
No. Mahavir said I'll help out a little. He'll help the entrepreneurs a little. ठीक है. Very good.
ठीक है. अब बोल.
जल्दबाजी से पहले, since I can hear what you're saying, don't see. I know mathematics के अलावा भी ना opportunity in hand is very important, but up to you.
Doesn't matter your call, यार. कोई stress मत लेना.
No, we are not taking.
No, sir, we are not taking stress. We had a deal with like we have guts to say no.
I know. Good. We like that.
अगर मेरे को 1 मिनट में रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आता मैंने बोलूँ
टाइमर दे रहे हो उनको.
You have an alternative offer, guys.
No, we don't. See, I'll tell you, he brings much more than 2 crores. And if you have other people who have a better offer, or you feel you can scale it up without 2 crores organically, you should do. I would do that if I was in your place. I would not take 40% किसी को दे दूँ.
In the sake of transparency, if you want to put the other offer to me and tell me कि मेरा other offer is coming from X guy, तो फिर मैं उसको मैं मैच करने की कोशिश करूँगा if X guy seems relevant to me.
See, sir, by 40% you are actually decreasing the valuation yourself when we go for the next rounds.
वो इसका problem है ना.
No, it's not all about valuation.
Are you willing to share the details of your other offer?
I can share that details. That doesn't. So that's on the table right now. It's like
okay. I understand.
क्या valuation पे है वो?
Sir, it's a long-term commitment of almost like 5 CR, and somewhere around 33%. If we are able to return the money.
Next 6 quarters, they have some scale. In the first quarter, it's 500 plus customer. Then
no, we are targeting for 500. It's a targeting market.
No, he's also targeting to give you the tranches.
Yeah.
Right. कुछ milestone
so this is not milestones.
This is
milestone
not.
What are the current customers that you have?
We have 150 right now.
ये milestone.
150 है ना? तो तुम्हारा कब year 0 कब शुरू हुआ?
Year 0 we started in 2019.
मैं समझता हूँ कि चलो अप्रैल से शुरू मान लो.
ठीक है.
क्योंकि कोविड में तुम्हारा स्केल का 30% प्रॉफिट आना शुरू हो गया था ना, तो मैं अप्रैल से मानता हूँ. मार्च तक तुम अभी तो तुमको मान लो 50 लाख दे दिया.
ठीक है.
25%.
ठीक है.
मार्च तक 500 कस्टमर ले आओ.
ठीक है.
Another 25%. ठीक है. Then every 6 months you add 1000 customers, take 25%.
नहीं 50 का बहुत बड़ा ट्रांच होता है. 25 का ट्रांच ले लो. Every for 25 lakh rupees of every tranche, I'll design a target for you which my team will do on to basis of your past performance and on to basis of the projections that you are trying to put here.
मैं कहता हूँ 4000 कस्टमर तुम्हारे मान लो ईयर 2 के एंड में आएंगे. तो अभी 150 से लेके 4000 के बीच में 2 साल को बांट देंगे.
बांट देते हैं. ठीक है.
हम ईयर 3 में 8 ईयर 2 में तो दूसरी फंडिंग आ जाएगी सीरीज 1.
बच्चा फिर टीम को लाना भी तो इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम इफ यू आर गिविंग मी ट्रेंचेस ऑफ 25 lakhs तो
10% एसओप डिजाइन करो. 10% में से जितना बांटना बांटो.
नहीं तो आपकी टीम और उसको टारगेट दो कि तुम कस्टमर लाओगे तो तुम्हारा टीम उनकी सैलरी तुम ऐसे डिजाइन करो ना, तुम्हारी मार्केटिंग वो चेंज हो जाएगी. स्ट्रैटेजी
जल्दी क्लोज करो यार.
we can go for that deal for 25% for 2 CR.
For 2 CR, 25%.
Yes.
Reject.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
So ये थे हमारे आज के अमेजिंग कंटेस्टेंट्स और उनके आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स इनोवेटिव स्टार्टअप आइडियाज. Many more to come. Stay tuned with us. Keep dreaming, keep chasing.